In the medical field, the fight towards childhood cancer has always carried a soft spot in my heart. I'm incredibly honored to be a participant in a local charity named Runway to Hope that helps families and patients receive basic kindness and necessities. Inspired by this year's spring soiree theme, which is superheroes, I'll be showing you guys how to make this adorable Chibi Superwoman. This character is pretty easy to make, and I hope this video gets you guys inspired to lend a helping hand in your local community. And of course, for more videos like these, please subscribe and check out my other channel, MioMango, for more videos. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, my username is flyingmio. Alright, let's get this tutorial started. You're going to need a round piece of clay to form the head, and with a yellow piece of clay, you're going to roll this into a flat sheet to form the hair. You want the sheet to be about 4 millimeters in diameter, and you're going to cut off a small triangle on one of the edges. It's going to form her side sweep bangs. Go ahead and smooth out any rough and uneven edges. The hair with the triangle in the upper left-hand corner, and go ahead and wrap this hair all around the head. Remove any excess clay with an X-Acto knife, and go ahead and smooth out any rough and uneven edges. You can use your fingers or a clay tool. With the leftover clay, go ahead and roll the other end into a nice little tube. It's going to be about 1/2 centimeter in diameter, and you're going to cut the excess clay so that you have a 1-inch thick piece of hair. Using your fingers, you're going to flatten the opposite end, and this makes it easier to attach the rest of the head. Go ahead and remove the excess clay on both sides, and as you noticed, I just made the bottom part of her hair. Go ahead and smooth out all the rough and uneven edges so that the hair looks like one uniform wig. Her completed hair should look something like this. Now moving on to her body, you're going to take a red piece of clay and roll it into a cone, and you're going to cut off a small triangle at the very top. This is where her torso is going to insert. For the upper torso, roll a blue piece of clay into a cylinder, and on one side you're going to point this into a nice little triangle. This is going to be the part that inserts into the skirt. Go ahead and connect both parts together, and you can see now that she has a small little body. Now to give yourself a reference point, take a silver pin and insert this into the head, and go ahead and put the body on the opposite end so that you can see what her body kind of looks like when you're done. Now taking a yellow piece of clay, roll this into a long thin snake. You're going to flatten this with a roller, and this is going to be the yellow piece that lines her dress. To help me out a bit, I'm actually going to remove the body from the head, and the belt should look like this. To give the dress a little more flair, I'm actually going to form ridges all along the circumference to give it a little more texture. Now with a piece of flattened yellow clay, you're going to form the Superman emblem on her chest. So all I'm doing is cutting out this little diamond shape that's small enough to fit on her upper torso. When you're done, go ahead and insert it onto the center. To form the emblem's outline, take a red piece of clay, roll it into a long thin snake, and go ahead and just gently place it on the outer corners of the emblem and to form the S in the very center. The finished emblem should look like this. Some extra detailing, add a yellow button on the center of her belt, and go ahead and attach some red clay on both sides of her belt so it looks like the belt is going through her skirt. Let's move on to make her cape. Just take a red piece of clay and cut one edge off to form a really straight edge, and on both sides cut a diagonal piece off, and go ahead and attach this to her very back and curve the cape around her body. To form her arms and hands, take a blue clay, cut this into 2 pieces, and attach each piece with a flesh colored clay and roll it into a nice smooth long cylinder. Once you're happy with how the arm looks, go ahead and attach each arm on both sides where the shoulders should be. Now that the adorable little body is all done, reattach it back to the head, and we're going to start moving on to making her face. So I'm giving her some large black eyes, and a little bit of blush because my superhero is blushing. And don't forget to highlight her eyes by adding a little bit of white dots on the upper right hand corner. I decided to give my superhero some brown eyebrows and a small petite smile because my superhero is happy. Once you're happy with everything, go ahead and put her body back onto her head, and all that's left are her feet. So taking a red clay, you're going to shape this into a long triangle with a blunted tip. And with a yellow piece of clay, you're going to roll this into a flat sheet, and you're going to curl this around the top part of her boot. And to give it some extra detailing, I'm taking an X-Acto knife to cut this into a nice little triangle to give it a little more shape. When you're done, it should look like this. Now I'm using a tiny silver pin to help attach the foot onto the body, and go ahead and place this on the bottom of her skirt. All you gotta do now is bake your character, and your Chibi Superwoman is all done. Isn't she really cute? For more videos like these, guys, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. You can follow me on Instagram. My username is flyingmio, and do check out my other channel, MioMango, for more videos of my personal life. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.